What is this? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Will of the Maker. Today I am opening a new toy for me. That's right, I got a second FDM 3D printer. You can see I have my old Lulzbot over there. And now I'm getting a Wuxn, as you can see, WXR. I got a few extra rolls of filament to go along with it. And today we're gonna unbox it and get it set up and give you some initial impressions on it. So let's go. All right, first, just to get these out of the way, I'm gonna get the filament opened up. All right, first box is Tractor Red PLA. This is all of their brand, as you can see right there. And I got some Black Cat ABS. And lastly, some Black Cat ASA. I wanted to see how ABS and ASA compare, so now I'll be able to do that. But now for the main event. Now, one of the reasons why I went with Wuxn versus anybody else is, well, there's supposed to be this great working out of the box, no setup or no tuning required. It's an American-made brand, which is awesome. They have a pretty decent amount of American content, so it's supposed to be a really good out-of-the-box experience. I'm not looking for a product of a 3D printer. I want something that just works out of the box, that's going to be reliable, and I believe this should be it. So I'm excited. Let's get it open. Are you ready? Okay. Packing slip here. Nice little handwritten note. That's kind of nice. Okay, so this handwritten note basically says that they're giving me a free roll, an extra roll of PLA. And the reason is because when I ordered this on Cyber Monday, it was a week or so after I had ordered, and I asked for the status was because I was going to be traveling soon and I didn't want them to ship it and then it arrive on my doorstep the day I leave and sit there for like 2 weeks. So I reached out, I was like, if it's not going to be shipping soon, would you mind holding off? And they said that they were also really busy with orders because they got a ton of orders on Cyber Monday and Black Friday, which is awesome. Basically because I was cool working with them, letting them hold off shipment. Basically, we probably just use my place in line for somebody else. They added a extra roll of PLA. Normally you only get one with the printer. They gave me 2, which is awesome. Which is another reason why I went with Wuxn. I had heard really good things about their customer support and service and things that they'll go and do for their customers. And this is a perfect example. I did not expect this. It's just nice to see a nice handwritten note that basically says, thank you for your support. We really appreciate your patience on shipping out your WXR. We included an extra roll of PLA for you. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and may the new year bring in new opportunities. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to serve. Nerds rule. Team Wuxn. So that's kind of cool. So what did I get here? So here is what it looks like with the box open. You can see I have the 2 rolls here, which is nice. The extra roll just hurt. So I got a Black Cat PLA as well as, ooh, perfect, a denim blue PLA. I was really kind of hoping to get some blue. All right. And then from there, we have the checklist. Everything is in there. The machine, SD card, print surface, PLA, all the SD card, spool bearing. Here is a quick start guide. That's how it looks in the box. We have, I'm assuming, various accessories in here. We got this piece of cardboard. Take out this. This looks like the print bed right here. WXR, very cool. And now, look at that beauty. Oh, next to the Lulzbot, it's gonna look so small. All right, let's get it out. All right, so I got it up here. This is what it looks like. See a 3D printed part here, held for packaging. Another one here. You can see they even say remove on that. And I assume, yep, remove on that. Excellent. I'm shipping stuff here. Heated print bed surface here. You got inspections for everything listed right there, tested by whoever that is. And now let's unpack it. All right, so first thing to do is to open the accessory box. See what's inside. All right, got a nice little Wuxn card here, power cord, filament stand with rollers, nice bearings. These feel real good. Quality is very, very nice. All right, that's definitely a good sign. Here is the calibration cube. I assume they printed with this guy. So right off the back, there's very minimal ringing, which is awesome to see. USB cable, some nice nips, is always good to have. SD card, which is a SanDisk Ultra 16 gigabyte. That's not too bad. Extra bearing, then a 2.5 millimeter Allen key. All right, so I gotta get the phone. I gotta see this. Look at the size comparison between these two machines. I could fit two of those, fit two WXRs into the size of my one Lulzbot Kittaz, which is crazy. The build volume, it is smaller on the WRX, obviously, but it is not that much smaller. So you can see how much more extra room there is compared to the WRX. Sorry, probably gotta say that some more times. Compared to the WXR, there's a lot more room on the Lulzbot. That's just kind of wasted. All right, let's continue on. So first thing, remove the orange stoppers. Now assemble the spool holder. These just kind of fit into place, both on one side and do the other side. Okay, so this here basically just snaps onto the top frame, the rollers. There's nothing that actually holds these together except for just the friction up here. But it is, yeah, you can see it's not going anywhere. All right. You know, these things really do have a pretty cool vibe. From BuildTak, it's a nice company. I guess you have two different surfaces. I was hearing they look about the same. So obviously this is magnetic, but they have these two screws sticking up that kind of act as guides right in there, and flop it down. All right, so now my next major dilemma is red, blue, or black. What do you think? Blue, for sure. Blue, 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 blue. All right. Can't get over how much smaller 175 is to 285. That's just, it's so crazy how small that is compared to this. It's gonna take some getting used to. Let's get it up there. Rolls well enough. All right, so now let's plug it in and continue on with the actual setup. So I peeled off the protective coating there. It took me longer than I care to admit to find this, but the power switch is right there. There we go. We started. The fans are going. Okay, so it does not want you to have the SD card in when you first turn it on. It says that in the guidebook here as well. Have the provided SD card at the ready, but do not insert into the printer yet. So if SD card is inserted, please remove it now. Is the metal print surface in place? Yes, it is. Click yes. And it is doing its calibration. You can see, wow, this is so quiet. I can't get over how quiet this is. It's like it's not even on. It's the part cooling fan nearest to you spinning. All right, so that's this one. And that one, yes. All, and actually the motor one is going as well. Yes. Is a hot end fan cycling on and off? Yes, it is. XY motor check. I did X, now it's going to do Y. See, it has a little trackbar there. Or at least it's cycling different colors. This is going faster and faster each movement. All right. Continue. Bed leveling. My first time with bed leveling. While it's doing this, let's explain a little bit about this WXR. As you can see, it uses slice engineering hot ends, which are obviously highly rated, so that's great. It's got 2 blower motors to do some print cooling. See how it's, oops. You can see how the fans spread around. And the print bed is actually warming up as well. And then on the other side, to cool off the hot end, we have the Noctua fan, known for being very quiet. I'm a fan of being quiet. And the WXR logo, kind of cool. Definitely has the cyberpunk feel to it. So it's making a grid, sensing where it's hitting. Since there's some filament on the hot end from when it did the calibration cube. Alright, your WXR has successfully saved measurements. Insert the Wuxn Classic filament into the extruder. Okay. Get the filament and cut it at a 45-degree angle. And then feed it into the gears right here. And it automatically, sorry. So I just put this in and it automatically grabbed it because the gears are just going. As you can see, it is actually moving the roll. Yes. Watch for nozzle purging for several seconds. Is the correct color extruded? So you can see the purple from the calibration cube. So you have blue in there. It is extruding the correct color now. Yep. Ready for your first print. Carefully clear the extruded filament from nozzle and insert the SD card. I just want to pause right here and say I'm really excited about this thing. The difference between this and that is already just incredible. What the screen is telling me, I know, I'm very far behind the times with a lot of the 3D printer stuff out there, but this is so cool. It's so much more advanced. But I need to get onto it because the filament is stringing out the nozzle, if you can see that. So let's get the SD card in here and do the first print. All right. Let's open this up. Looks like, I think that's the Adafruit logo. Nice to see them supporting other maker companies. Put in the SD card here. Oh, the other way. Loading. Start printing SD Quake out of the box. Wizard, yes. So Quake is basically the latest and greatest firmware for the WXR, and it's supposed to basically just unleash the speed up to 500 millimeters per second, which is just mind-boggling to me. Now, realistically, what that means to quality, we'll have to find out. But either way, just to be able to say that you could do that is a big step up from here. Not to throw shade on this thing is so awesome, but I mean, wow. Okay. Your first print has started. So it has a whole bunch of information: nozzle temperature, bed temperature, fan speed, time, pause, Z height, more, stop. Okay. Let's check out what it's doing. So it is waiting to heat up. And up there. I assume it's doing a purge line. You see the filament is just starting to come out. Oh my god, that's so fast. Alright, I'm going to time lapse this. Oops. Oh, whoa. What is this? Alright, so this is what it printed out at the factory. So we'll see how it compares. Okay, so the first print is done. Let's check it out. This is still a bit warm. Maybe if we just do. Still stuck onto the bed. So the only sort of shadow, if you want to call it that, is this line here, which is basically where the two dots are. I guess the umlaut on the W. But besides that, it's a very clean print. All right, so I let it cool down for a bit, and it is definitely still stuck to that print bed. I'm just gonna have to, this thing is really, really on there. One of these guys. Gosh, this thing is on there like crazy. Whew. Wow. All right, so you can see the quality of this. There is a little bit of layering. It's a little maybe inconsistent, but you know, the ringing is pretty minimal. There's this one kind of shadow here, the shadow line, where the umlaut, the two dots are, and the W, calibration cube. This hole here is what this bearing that it comes with is for. It's kind of a test to see how well this fits in. So let's try it out. All right. Fits in easily, a little bit loose. All right, so this is supposed to be 30 millimeters cubed. So let's take some measurements. We got 29.95. Let's try the other side. 29.95, and then the Z height, I'm going to take the bearing out. The Z is 30.41, so look into that. Could just be layering. We'll have to see. All right, so first impressions of this machine. I'm blown away by how fast it was, how quiet it was. The quality of this print cube is actually pretty dang good. It's definitely much better than I'm getting out of my Lulzbot. I should try putting this over on there to see how that compares and really see how close they are or are not. It stuck so well to the print bed, I actually struggled getting it off. I also struggled to get the skirt off the print bed for a little bit, but I was able to get it off finally. First impressions, unboxing, getting the WXR set up and calibrated and making the first print was very quick. It was very easy. There's no assembly other than just putting these couple of pieces together, not even needing a screw, only a little bit of disassembly for these orange shipping parts right here. Really, that's about as easy as it can be, which is kind of what I was hoping for with this printer. That thing took me basically 2 days to set up because it was a complete kit. Zero assembly came with this, so all on me, which was fun to learn how to do that. I'm glad I did it that way, but now I don't think I need to do that. I just want something that works out of the box, is nice, and does good quality prints. And yeah, first of all, first impressions, I'm blown away. Very happy with this purchase. I got it on a great deal on Cyber Monday for like $680. I think normally it's about $850. So the whole time it took me to get this printer out of the box and set up and done with this first print was probably about an hour, which is just crazy. That's so fast to get a 3D printer up and running and printing a quality part. So I'm stoked about how this printer is and how it's going to be. It's fast, it's quiet, it's a pretty decent build volume, and I can't wait to use it even more. So I hope you enjoyed watching this unboxing and initial setup for the Wuxn WXR. It's a company out of Colorado. Great customer service, as you saw, with that extra spool of filament. And yeah, can't wait to do some more videos. I'm going to do one video comparing these two of some old history versus new tech, and then obviously do a full review for the WXR. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.